I'm breaking down my April favorites. I've got some interesting products and a few things that made me go, That's coming up next. Welcome back. I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. I'm so excited to be here today because of you guys. I am continually surprised and delighted by you over 50 gals. We are now over 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube on the Pretty Over 50 channel, and I want to thank all of you for that, and I'm so pleased that you are finding the information useful and helpful. I'm having a ball and I'm enjoying connecting with each and every one of you. I do have a little task for you. I get so many messages from women who have finally found the channel that say, I'm so glad I found you. And it made me realize that there probably are a whole bunch of over 50 gals that don't realize this information is available here on YouTube. So reach out to a girlfriend that you think might enjoy this channel and let her know we're here and waiting for her. In the midst of all the excitement in the channel growth for April, I did find some exciting and interesting products that I want to share with you, and I've got a few things that made me go, and I'll be sharing all of that with you. If you're new here, a very special welcome to you. I hope you'll consider subscribing and make sure you click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. As usual, all the products I'll be sharing today will be listed and linked below, and they'll also be over on the blog, so super easy for you to find. And with that, let's get into the April favorites. I'm going to start off today with skincare and talk to you about the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Facial Cleansing Oil. If you've watched some of my videos, you might have seen me talk about this, and when I first got this cleansing oil, I was a little surprised. First of all, it works beautifully, and it has just this really light texture. You can see it right here. It removes makeup beautifully and then rinses off really easily. This was a suggestion from one of you, and I wish I could remember your name. Gosh, if you're watching this video, put it down below in the comments. One of the ladies in our Pretty Over 50 club had put it in the comments below one of my videos. I ordered it and got it just within a few days and tried it. It works beautifully, but what I was so surprised at when I first started using this was the smell. It's completely different than any other cleansing oil I've ever used. It kind of has a smell that it's almost like fresh cut grass and alfalfa mixed together. It's a very, very organic, grassy, earthy, almost farm-like smell, and it surprised me in the beginning. And at first I thought, oh no, I can't do this. But then within like 10 or 15 seconds, I was like, And to be honest with you, I've continued to use this. You can see it's almost empty. I just maybe have a few more days left in this. I have grown to love it. It's one of the products that I look forward to using. It does such a good job. It's so affordable. I think this bottle may be around $10. It might even be less than $10. I don't really remember, but I do remember that it was super, super affordable. And the smell has really grown on me. It's one of the things that I kind of look forward to. It kind of gives me a sense of being outdoors. It has a very earthy smell. I love this stuff, and actually it's one of my favorite products between all makeup and skincare. I can say that this is one that really has sort of won my heart because it's so unassuming. It's not making fancy claims, but it does a fancy job. It really does a beautiful job of taking off my makeup. Now, I do follow up the Palmer's with a double cleanse, and I go in with my CeraVe hydrating cleanser, and between the two of these, I really feel like my face gets very, very clean in the evening. I'm going to miss using this. I do need to move on to other cleansing oils because I want to be able to report back to you guys and let you know what good ones are out there. This product has absolutely won my heart. If you haven't found a cleansing oil that you love, or if you'd like to find one that's super affordable, I can highly recommend this. This is a dandy little product at a fabulous price, and I really just can't recommend it enough. The next skincare product I want to talk about is not something I buy, it's something I make at home in my kitchen. This is my vitamin C serum, and I actually mix this up in my kitchen whenever I want. You can see it's a beautifully clear liquid, and my formula is really very, very comfortable for me. I've been using this for about 8 months now and just did a video with an 8-month follow-up of how my skin has changed since I've been using this. To be honest with you, I was really surprised. I could not have said for sure if my skin had changed a lot since I started this anti-aging skincare campaign about 10 months ago. I knew my face probably looked a little bit better, but I really wasn't tracking the progress that my skin had made. And when I looked at the difference in the videos of when I first started my channel and the videos now, and I was really surprised and amazed at the progress I've made. And to be honest with you, I think this vitamin C serum has a lot to do with it. Because I make my own in my kitchen, and I'll go ahead and list and link up here the 2 videos where one I show you how to make the vitamin C serum, and then number 2 is the 8-month results from using this. Because I make my own and it only costs me about 84 cents a bottle. One of you guys did the math for me and put it in the comments below, the part 2 video. It's about 84 cents a bottle. I go through a bottle of this about every week. I'll put a full dropper full on my décolleté, another dropper full on my neck, and the 3rd dropper full on my face. So I'm able to use a lot of vitamin C. And I really credit this vitamin C with much of the changes in my skin. My skin looks brighter, it looks tighter, it just looks fresher, and it moves on my face more like younger skin than it did when I very first started. If you want to see the difference between how my skin looked at the beginning and how it looked afterwards, watch part 2. If you want to learn how to make the serum on your own at home in your kitchen for about 84 cents a bottle, watch part 1. They'll both be listed down below, so they're very easy for you to find. I'm really in love with this formula. I think that it's done miraculous things for my skin. My next favorite for the month of April is the sweater that I'm wearing. You might have seen this in a previous video. I actually got this off of Amazon, and it's a good one. You know how things can be a little hit and miss from Amazon? This is a good one. I bought this sweater for Easter, but unfortunately Easter really never happened around here. And so I finally wore it in a video and shared it with you guys. I love this sweater. It has this nice open neck here, and it's a good opportunity to show off some little lacy camisoles like the one that I'm wearing. It also has like the bat wing or boat sleeves, and they're 3/4 sleeves. It comes down to the hip area with a nice banding. It's really a lovely sweater. This sweater has been one of my best finds on Amazon recently, and I'm really loving it. The texture of it is beautiful. It feels very soft and cottony, and it has a little bit of weight to it. It's a great lighter sweater for spring and summer nights, and I think the blush color is just so pretty. Moving into makeup now, I have 2 eyeshadow palettes that I'm really in love with. The first is the Enduring Love palette from Sydney Grace, and you might have heard about this palette. It is so popular. It is so beautiful. What I really love about this palette, specifically for us over 50 gals, is the formula. It's a very light formula that goes on almost like a watercolor wash. What I find with some eyeshadows is they may be very pigmented and blend in really well, but they might be very heavy. When I put them on my eyelids that are already a little wrinkly and crinkly, it makes them look older. This palette doesn't do that. The formula is very light, and I've been using this particular palette and formula as my one and done shadows for over a month now. It's really a beautiful light formula, and it really just puts a watercolor wash over my lids and doesn't make my lids and eyes look older and more wrinkly. I'm in love with this palette. The only thing that this palette is missing is that cream color that I like to put right underneath my eyebrow. That's the only criticism I have, and I don't even know if I can call it a criticism because the selection of colors in this palette is just extraordinary. If you're looking for a fabulous palette and you don't mind spending a little bit, this is a pricier palette. I think it's around $50. I can highly recommend this, particularly if you're a little bit older like me and the skin on your eyelids is not quite as taut as it used to be. This is the Enduring Love palette from Sydney Grace. I think it's an excellent find. The next eyeshadow palette is the other end of the spectrum. This is inexpensive drugstore pricing. This is the VI Purple or VIP palette from Wet n Wild. And you might have seen the Get Ready With Me that I did with this palette. I just am in love with this palette. Honestly, I could be using this palette all the time. The colorway is so delightful and so interesting and so varied. I feel like you could put together a month's worth of look, a new one every day, and not repeat yourself. There's some beautiful purples here, The rosy tones here, neutrals here, dark, nice, plummy, brown, smoky brown accent colors, a couple of great transition colors at just a screaming price. I think this is maybe $5 or $6. It is so very, very reasonable. The formula is excellent. I really had a great time blending it out because it just blends together so beautifully. The pigment is delicious. It's just wonderful. And again, it's not a real heavy formula, so I didn't feel like it sat heavily on my lids and made them look a little bit worse than they are just with nothing on them. The VI Purple palette from Wet n Wild. These little 10-pound palettes are quite the little gems. I have several of them and enjoy each and every one, but for some reason this colorway just has tickled me to no end, and I'm going to enjoy putting together some more looks with this for you guys. The next winner for the month is this Madison Miller palette from Ofra. You can see it right here. It's a blush and 2 highlights, and I've actually been using this for a while, but I figured it was time to give it some love because this is such a wonderful palette. It has tremendous pan sizes. This blush color right here in the middle is just such a beautiful muted peachy pink tone. And the 2 highlights right here are both fabulous. Here are all 3 colors swatched on the back of my hand. They're just so beautiful. We all know the Ofra formula is just superb. Every time I've used this palette, I've really appreciated how the formula works, how the colors look. It just stays on all day. Truly a winner in this Madison Miller palette from Ofra. I don't think you can go wrong. Next up is a change of heart product. This is the Blush Bomb blush from Flower Beauty. And when I first got this, I didn't like it. I've realized that how you put this product on really can make or break how it performs on your skin. It has this little squeezy tube right here, and it comes out in this nice creamy formula. When I first tried this, I put it on with a stipple brush. I put a little bit on the back of my hand, dotted the stipple brush in there, and put that on my cheeks. I didn't care for that application at all, and I couldn't figure out why everyone was so crazy about this product. Then I saw someone suggest that you just tap it in with your fingers, and I thought, well, that's kind of brilliant because that's super easy to do. And that's what I did. I just squeezed a little bit out on the back of my hand, put it on 2 fingers, and tapped it in, and fell in love with this product. It is another one of those products that I get excited about using because it's so delightful and it leaves such a beautiful, transparent, glowy look on the skin, which I think, particularly for someone with more mature skin, that's a really, really pretty look. It stays light, it doesn't cake up, it just looks lovely and gives a nice finish to that area of my face. This is a product that went from loser to winner in my book. I'm in love with this Blush Bomb from Flower Beauty. If you haven't tried it and you are curious at all, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay, how many of you know what this is before I even say it? This is, of course, the Essence Mascara, and this is their, let's see, this is their False Lash Effect formula. I think there's 3 or 4 formulas in this particular type of tube, and they're all different colors. This is a green one, I think there's a pink one, and a purple one. I used this in a Get Ready With Me earlier in the month and had forgotten how fabulous this formula is. I mean, for $5, this is an amazing product. I have been using another mascara from L'Oreal that I'm actually in love with. It's my current favorite. But when I used this, it reminded me how long and thick and lush and voluminous my lashes get when I use the Essence Mascara. It has one of those long, regular hair-like wands, you know, the typical wands that we're used to. And I've had this particular tube, gosh, I don't know, more than 6 months, and I still have a ton of product left in it. If you haven't tried the Essence Mascara and you've got an extra $5 kicking around, give yourself a treat and pick up one of these. They're just an amazing mascara at an unbelievably affordable price. So $5 Essence Mascara. I think you can use any one of the formulas and they're just going to be equally as good. This is just a terrific product at a great value. The last makeup product I'm going to talk about today are what I'm wearing on my eyes. Can you tell I'm wearing false lashes? These are from Eyelure and I just enjoy them so much for a few reasons. The first being they're super affordable. I think it was $6 or $7 for this pair. It might even be a lot less. I have worn them over and over and over again. I just take them off very carefully, put them back in the box, and store them away and pull them out again when I want to rewear them. This time I have them on, I think it might be the 6th or 7th wearing, and they still look very, very good. What I'm super surprised about false lashes, and I'd never worn false lashes before in my life, is how easy they are to put on. The glue is super easy. You just let it dry for a little bit, let it get tacked. And then I use this little tool that comes in the box. You put the lashes in here and just put it on top of your eye and tap it in. For me, it is really, really easy. If you haven't done false eyelashes before and you're curious, I can tell you my experience has been that they're super easy, and I really like the look they give. It just really pops up my eye shape, and I think make my eyes just to look a little bit more dramatic and a little bit more wide awake. This brand Eyelure has been terrific for me, and I can really recommend them. So enjoying the false eyelashes from Eyelure. I wonder how many wears I'll actually get out of these. The next thing that I've been loving in the month of April is this. And you're probably wondering, what the heck is that? This is a honey stick. And I got it at a local market in town. It's from a company called Colorado Hemp Honey. And it has an ingredient in it that I'm not going to say out loud, but I'm going to put it up here on the screen. What that ingredient does is really help me get to sleep at night and to sleep very, very soundly through the night. Now, it doesn't have any of the other stuff in it. It only has this stuff in it. And it really serves to relax me and put me to sleep at night. I get these little honey sticks, and I'll take about 1/3 of a honey stick each night before I go to bed. So one honey stick will last me for 3 nights. I think I pay about $2.75 for one of these honey sticks. It's a little less than $1 a night that I'm spending to get some really great sleep. I was curious to see if you guys would be able to get these if you're interested in. So I hopped on the internet and found this company online, and they do sell, like, you know, they do have an online store, so you can order them. If you haven't used any of this ingredient at night to help you get to sleep, I can tell you it works, and it doesn't have any of the other effects that I'm not particularly interested in. If you are, that's great. Everybody's got their own stuff to do. I just enjoyed the fact that it's very, very relaxing and puts me to sleep. So if you haven't tried one of these and you're not sleeping very well, I could say this is some good stuff, and you're able to order it online, and I'll make sure that it's linked down below. I have a few things this month that made me go, The first one is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. Have you heard about this? Apparently this is a play on their e.l.f. Putty Primer that is so popular as a face primer. This is the eye primer version, and to be honest with you, I've never even used it because I stuck my finger in this and have no desire to put this on my lids. The reason is it's so stiff. I mean, it's like the worst stiff kind of stage makeup that I can't even imagine putting this on my eyelids and having my eyelids look better as a result. There's absolutely no hydration in this. It feels like that really thick, old, cakey stage makeup from back in the 60s and 70s. Have any of you used this? Because I don't think I want to even put this on my eyelid. I'm afraid what they'll look like after I do. So this is the e.l.f. Eye Putty Primer. I bought it. Sorry I did. I don't think I'm ever going to use it. If you've used it and liked it, make sure you put it in the comments down below. Maybe it's one of those things that I don't like in the beginning and I end up loving. So perhaps there's something I can learn about this. The last thing I want to talk about today is kind of a bit of a mystery, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Here we have a bottle of hyaluronic acid serum. I made this in my kitchen. I make this just like I make my vitamin C serum. I got the powder from Boss Essentials, which is the same company that makes the powder that I use for my vitamin C serum. I initially used this in the morning as part of my morning skincare routine. Did not work out. Boy, I'll tell you what, it just balls up and pills up and does not play well under makeup. So here I had all this hyaluronic acid serum that, as you know, is very, very hydrating because it pulls moisture out of the air. Each one of those hyaluronic acid molecules can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. So I was really wanting to figure out a way to incorporate this into my skincare routine, get that hydration onto my skin, and have a fabulous new product to incorporate into my skincare routine. So I sat around with this for a couple of months thinking about it, and then all of a sudden I got this terrific idea. I thought, what if I make up a fresh batch, and then in the evening when I'm all done cleansing and putting on my retin-A and my other serums and actives I'm using, what if I absolutely coat my face in this hyaluronic acid, because I can make a ton of this stuff, and then put something very, very occlusive on top of it and have it really hydrate my face overnight. I'll bet you I'll wake up with a face that looks plump and fresh and very, very moisturized. I began using this at night after all my actives and putting it on a thick coat and then following up with this Nivea cream, which you guys probably know is very, very occlusive. It's very, very stiff. So you can see it right here. What I would do is just coat that hyaluronic acid onto my skin and then follow it up with this Nivea. I had a very, very moisturizing and then occlusive ending to my skincare routine. My thought is that I was really going to have this incredibly hydrated, moisturized skin from doing that hyaluronic acid every night and then trapping it in with that Nivea. Guess what? Not so much. It just didn't work. And I tried it for about 2 weeks. I thought, oh my gosh, I've got this great thing that I'm going to be able to share. It's really going to be an inexpensive way to really moisturize our skin and plump up all those skin cells. And it just didn't pan out. I am not sure if it's that the molecules in this are not small enough to get into the skin, or if they don't get into the skin the right way. To be honest with you, I don't think this hyaluronic acid made any more difference on my skin for moisturizing than if I had just used the Nivea cream on its own. So I'm still in a quandary about what to do with this. I don't know if it's going to be an appropriate formulation to use on my skin. It certainly doesn't hurt my skin, but I can't say that I have found a way to use it that will play well under makeup or really hydrate my skin. If you have any information about what to do with this stuff or how to use it to really moisturize and hydrate your skin, make sure you put it in the comments down below. I would love to learn from you. Those are my favorites for the month of April. There were some wonderful products in there, great skincare products, and a few things that made me go, I hope you found it useful and helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. And thank you again for the 10,000 subscribers. Make sure you invite a friend on over and let's grow our numbers to 20,000. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day. Wear your sunscreen, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.